What's up guys, my name is Brandon, and the upcoming 2018 iPhones have been given 10 plus different names over the past pretty much year, but today we have a big leak regarding the naming scheme of the 6.5-inch iPhone XS. So in this video, we're going to be talking about that new naming scheme leak. We're going to be talking about the prices potentially for the upcoming iPhones, more Apple Watch 4 leaks, as well as some new colors on the upcoming iPhone 9. And before we go any further into this video, I just want to remind you guys that I will be live streaming this event, the September 12th Apple event, live on the channel here. I will be reacting to it, and I'm going to start the stream an hour before the event actually starts to just recap you guys and give you my predictions and things like that. So make sure you are subscribed and do have that bell notification tick so you get notified when I do go live. Again, that will be at 12 Eastern on September 12th. So anyways, according to 9to5Mac and BGR, the upcoming 6.5-inch flagship iPhone will be called the iPhone XS Max instead of the iPhone XS Plus like we originally thought. And like I talked about in the last leaks video last week, Apple was thinking about removing the Plus name from its iPhone model's naming scheme for good. But we just really didn't know if it was going to be this year or next year, but it seems now, according to this report, that it's going to be this year, that they're completely eliminating Plus from the iPhone naming scheme. And of course, this is the first time we've ever had anything like Max included on an iPhone model name, and it's actually pretty surprising that this may actually end up being the name of the flagship model, since pretty much I don't think any reports or any rumors from the past year have indicated anything at all about this phone being called the XS Max, or even anything with the word Max included in it. So that makes me believe that this is a very last minute thing for Apple, which again would make sense based on the report that I talked about in the last video as well, where Apple has been having a lot of difficulty naming the new iPhones. So yeah, we'll be getting the iPhone XS, the iPhone XS Max, and the iPhone 9, not so fast. So according to a couple less reputable sources, the lower end 6.1-inch LCD iPhone could actually be called the iPhone XR. So even though most of the notable insiders indicated that they thought it would be named the iPhone 9, as did I, it appears that we may be getting a naming scheme pretty much completely out of left field this year. And this is something completely different and completely unlike Apple, which is why I personally have a hard time believing that it's actually going to be called the iPhone XR. I mean, these iPhone models, first the Max and then the R, they're starting to sound like car models or like shoe models or something like that. It's just really not like Apple at all. And like I said, these reports that are calling it the iPhone XR are not as reputable, so definitely take it with a grain of salt. I mean, sure, we did have the iPhone 5C, which did come out of nowhere, nobody expected that, but the XR, I don't know, I just can't see it. Now, even though I can't see it, it is very possible because all three models do have a very iPhone X-like design. So it would be very confusing to name it the iPhone 9 since it looks just like the iPhone X. So like I said, on the flip side, it does, I guess, kind of make sense to be called the iPhone XR, but I mean, the iPhone XR sounds even better than the iPhone XS and the XS Max. So for that to be the cheapest model and have the coolest name, it just doesn't really make sense to me. Now, speaking of the iPhone 9 or the iPhone XR, SlashLeaks actually leaked images of what could be the iPhone 9 in 3 different colors. You can see right here, red, white, and blue. Now, to me, these look kind of cheap and just really kind of remind me of the iPhone 5C. Now, of course, with that being said, it is a budget-friendly option, so you can't really expect the same sleek look as the flagship, the XS Max. But once again, like I said, the 5C, XR, they do kind of have a similarity there. Now, let's talk about pricing for the upcoming iPhones, and pricing tends to be a little bit off with the rumors, so take this with a grain of salt. But according to a new report from Mazarkov, the iPhones will remain the same price this year in euros as they were last year. So it's not USD, it is euros, but they're remaining the same as they were last year. So if this is true, that would mean the iPhone XS would start at $799, which is a steal. But that's also a reason I can't see Apple doing it, because that would really be a $200 price drop from the iPhone X for essentially a faster, better iPhone X. I think it's a lot more realistic for the iPhone XS to start at $899. Then we have the iPhone XS Max starting at $999, which would definitely make sense. And then we have the iPhone 9 or the iPhone XR starting at $699. So if this is true and the budget-friendly option is $699 and the iPhone XS is only $799, I can't see any reason anybody would go for the budget-friendly option. For just $100 more, you can get the XS. I just don't see that happening, which is yet another reason why I see the iPhone XS starting at $899 instead of $799. I think there's going to be a minimum of a $200 price difference between the budget-friendly option and the XS. All right, so now let's move on to the new Apple Watch Series 4 leak. So if you guys watched my leaks video from last week, you will know that we got major Apple Watch Series 4 leaks, and now we know that we'll be getting a bigger screen with smaller bezels on the upcoming Apple Watch Series 4. However, we did not ever know the exact resolution until a new leak from 9to5Mac. So according to Rambo from 9to5Mac, Mac, the screen resolution on the Apple Watch Series 4 will likely be 384 by 480. And this was determined by digging deep into the code on the latest watchOS 5 beta. And we can compare this resolution to the 312 by 390 resolution from last year's Series 3. And I mean, you can look at pictures side by side of the display, but you can't really tell, what it's actually going to look like in day-to-day usage until 95Mac actually posted some screenshots that make the screen resolution look a little bit more realistic, and so you can actually see the difference between the two. So you can see these comparison screenshots from the watch. You can see a comparison of the Earth watch face, which you can see a big difference. You can see Siri there, a comparison, the calculator, as well as the time settings. And just looking at these images, that 15% seems so much bigger than pretty much any of us probably expected it to look. So I definitely cannot wait for the Apple Watch Series 4. I will definitely be getting it, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel for coverage on that. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Those are the latest leaks on the upcoming 2018 iPhone as well as the Apple Watch Series 4. I'm sorry for spoiling it for you, but these leaks are just coming every single day and it's so tempting. I have to make a video on it. I have to keep you guys informed. Otherwise, I feel like I would be doing you guys a disservice by not informing you of these leaks. But anyways, guys, like I said, we are less than a week away from the event on September 12th. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you check out the live stream on the actual day of the event so you can see my live reaction and good stuff like that. Chat with everybody in the channel, chat with me as well, ask questions, all that fun stuff. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below with your thoughts on the new naming scheme, the price, the Apple Watch Series 4, anything at all. Make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll definitely get back to you down there. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching and I'll see you soon.